and action. If, like me, you're looking for ways to get action shots inspired by movie directors and your AI tools, then this is for you. I have done a lot of testing and found some of the most effective ways to get more out of your AI images. I will use Midjourney today, but this is going to apply to Leonardo and to Stable Diffusion from what I've tested. Stay tuned to the end to get the most out of this video. If you enjoy this, like and subscribe. I had a huge amount of fun making this, so lights, camera, and action. So, to illustrate, here's a basic prompt with a girl jumping off a bridge, compared to a more detailed prompt. Now, as you can see, the difference is quite remarkable. With just a few keywords, you can now be an action director. I quite enjoy the light capture on the high-speed camera as well. Right, so you would see there that a basic prompt versus a more detailed prompt produces pretty significant differences, right? So what we're going to do is add a few elements to make awesome changes to our AI images. So we're going to add in the director, we're going to add in a camera type, we're going to do some different shots, we're going to put in some lighting, we're going to add some emotion, and adding a bit more details and scenic sort of wonderment. Let's have a look. Using a few keywords and real-world directors, we can harness our favorite directors' creative talents. To get you started, here's a few. Have a play with the different directors. It has a profound effect on the actual image created. So we've got Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings fame, we've got James Cameron, we've got Jerry Bruckheimer, Steven Spielberg, and then the more sort of deeper action is John Woo, Michael Bay, and Quentin Tarantino. Again, have a play with these different types of directors. It will have an amazing effect on your images. Give it a go. A favorite director without an action camera. Alright, so some cameras have been geared for action and we can replicate the effect similar to the actual camera. We have a Canon EOS 1DX and great for good stills and good action shots. And then we've got the Phantom high speed. So if you've got a scene where you're running away or you hurtling through a forest or doing something really quick and speedy, the Phantom high speed is great for capturing. And then we've got the super cinema cameras, which are pretty your stock standard in industry. Next up is the scene type. This is what creates your action shot. Having an action scene or a dynamic action or dynamic motion sets the stage for letting the engine know you want some serious action happening in your image creation. As a director, you're going to want to have way more advanced shots. So popping in a weather shot, a single shot, a two shot. A two shot is great for having two action heroes fighting each other or having two people running away. If you want to have a master shot, create that. If you want a money shot, which is basically a big spin, big explosion, big sort of event in your scene, add that money shot in. Give it a play. Alright, lighting. Who doesn't like a good light? So some things to experiment with are having a sunny day, a gloomy day, sunrise, twilight. Basically, if you want to get that sort of deep action, experiment with the time of the day to create some awe-inspiring shots. Give it a turn as well. Now, who doesn't like a good character emotion in the scene? We can always have things like an angry or a killer instinct or scared or something intense and focused, determination on the faces of your action heroes. These are great for adding extra elements of depth to your imagery. So what we want to do now is stitch it all together. So basics of all those prompts that I've given you are all your different options, and in this slide you can see the way I would construct the prompt itself to pass to Leonardo, Stable Diff, or to Midjourney. Alright, so you're going to have your action scene, you're going to have the director's name, the subject or the scene description, put in your type of shot that you would like. The detail level, I like to have extreme detail. Put in a texture level. Put in your realism settings, so ultra realistic. Pop in your camera type, really important. Add in some lighting for some of those more sort of zoomy effects. Add emotion of your character. And then things I always like to add in is 8K, ultra high def, and then put in your aspect ratio.